So these are required for experiments to probe it will be probe PROB to probe the small scale structure of matter. So let us draw a sphere. This is a spherical of radius capital R. Is a spherical conducting cell on which we place a charge capital Q. So this charge spreads itself uniformly all over the sphere. The field outside of the sphere is just that of the point charge capital Q placed at the center, while the field inside the sphere vanishes. Now the charge Q is placed at the center of the spherical cell SHE. It will be SHE. Now this charge, since charge resides on the surface of the conductor, this charge is distributed uniformly on the conducting spherical cell, on the surface of the conducting spherical cell. The outside charge is same as there is a point charge which is placed inside. Now let us suppose that by any means a small sphere of radius r carrying the charge small q is inserted in the big sphere and placed at the center by an insulating handle. This is not shown in the picture. So potential due to this small sphere of radius r is equal to K small q by r, and potential due to the large sphere is equal to K capital K due to the large sphere, it will be K capital K small q by capital R is at the large cell of radius r due to this charge. Now taking both the charges small q and capital Q into account, we have for the total potential and the potential difference and its values. Now kq by small r resides on the surface of small sphere and kq by capital R resides on the surface of large sphere. Now potential difference on the surface due to both the charges V capital R is equal to K capital Q by capital R plus K small q by capital R, and potential difference on the surface of the small sphere due to both charges V smaller. The smaller is radius of the small sphere that is inserted inside the big spherical. By capital R plus K small q by smaller. Now V net is equal to VR smaller and VR capital R. VR is at higher potential VR inside that higher potential, whereas V capital R is at lower potential. So VR minus V capital R. Now after putting the values of V smaller and V capital R, we find that this KQ by capital R cancels out, positive and minus. We have taken K small q common, 1 by smaller minus 1 by capital R. Now assuming that small q is equal to positive, now we know that V net as the net voltage is independent of capital Q. Even though capital Q is positive, the inner sphere is always at higher potential. The difference V smaller minus V capital R is positive. Now the potential due to capital Q is constant up to the radius capital R and so cancels out in difference. This means if we now connect the smaller and larger sphere by a wire, the charge small q will flow from small sphere to a larger sphere even though the charge capital Q is quite large. There is natural tendency for positive charge to move from higher to lower potential. So we can in this way keep pulling up larger and larger amount of charge on the larger sphere. The potential at the outer sphere would also keep rising, at least until we reach the breakdown voltage of air. So charge small q will be transferred to the surface of the large sphere and it will accumulate on the large sphere, and it starts on increasing. This is due to movement of the positive charge which goes on accumulating over there. So the potential increases at the outer sphere, and this is the principle of Van de Graaff generator. So you up to this, you are familiar with the principle, how it operates, how Van de Graaff generator operates, how the charge accumulates, how it increases. Now let us see the construction of the actual Van de Graaff generator. So you can see this a large spherical conducting cell of radius this is of the order of the few meters is placed above the ground on an insulating column. This is the insulating column. These two are the insulating column. This generator spherical cell is placed over the, and of course this conducting cell, and long narrow endless belt insulating material, this blue colored is the insulating belt. It is made up of rubber or silk and is wound around these two small pulleys, and the upper pulley is fixed at the center of the large sphere, and the lower pulley is placed at the other end. So lower pulley is motor driven, and with the lower pulley there is a metal brass, and through which the charge is delivered into the lower pulley, and through the belt it is taken to the upper pulley, where the charge is transferred at the center of the sphere. So the belt carries the continuous positive charge sprayed on it by a brass at ground level at the top. Thus it transfers the charge to another conducting sphere connected to the larger cell, which is the top sphere. Thus positive charge is transferred to the large cell. This positive charge is transferred to the large cell continuously, and voltage continues to build up over there. The voltage is of the order of 6 to 8 million volts. The total thing is grounded. It is a metal base. Over here there is a metal base. So this is how it is constructed. Okay, thank you. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Wait for the next time for different topic.